Leg cramps can be your body's first warning sign before a stroke. Sounds dramatic? Maybe. But if you're over 60 and waking up with stabbing pain in your calves or thighs, you need to hear this. Because those nightly muscle spasms might not just be about aging, they might be your body shouting that something's off, and you've been ignoring it. Think about it. You're sound asleep, then suddenly jolted awake by a pain so intense it makes you gasp. You stretch, massage, maybe even walk around the room in the dark, hoping it passes. And when it finally does, you go back to bed, waiting for the next one. But why is this happening? And why now, when you're finally retired, trying to enjoy a bit of peace? Have you ever thought, maybe I didn't drink enough water today? Or blamed yourself for not taking those vitamins your doctor mentioned months ago? Or maybe you've just accepted it. This is what happens when you get older. But what if I told you that belief is not just wrong, it's dangerous? Because here's the truth. Muscle cramps, especially at night, are often tied to things like potassium deficiency, poor blood flow, or chronic dehydration. And all of those are fixable with food. In this video, we're counting down 6 common fruits that can help prevent these painful episodes naturally. No pills, no complicated regimens, just fruit. The kind you can pick up at any grocery store. But don't skip ahead, because fruit number 2 is something endurance athletes swear by, and fruit number 1 has a hidden ingredient that can actually help you sleep deeper and wake up pain-free. So if you're tired of dreading bedtime or tiptoeing through your day worried a cramp might strike, stay with me. This list might just give you back the freedom to move and sleep with ease. 6. Papaya, the tropical muscle soother. You probably think of papaya as a breakfast fruit, something soft, sweet, and easy to chew. But what if I told you that behind that mellow orange flesh is one of the most overlooked tools for preventing leg cramps, especially if you also deal with digestion issues or bloating? Here's something most people don't realize. Poor digestion can make muscle cramps worse. Why? Because when your gut isn't absorbing nutrients properly, your muscles are the first to suffer. If you're over 60, chances are you've felt it. Tightness in your legs after eating, or even cramps after sitting too long. And maybe you thought it was just coincidence, but it's not. Papaya contains a powerful enzyme called papain, and this little guy works like a gentle cleaning crew for your gut. It helps break down proteins and keeps your digestion moving smoothly. No more heavy bloated feeling after meals. And when your gut works better, so does your ability to absorb magnesium and potassium, the 2 minerals your muscles need to stay relaxed and balanced. Now let me ask you, have you ever taken a magnesium pill only to feel nothing? Maybe it upset your stomach or made no difference at all? You're not alone. Many seniors struggle to absorb supplements properly. That's why getting nutrients from real food, like papaya, makes a difference. Your body knows what to do with it. Plus, papaya is packed with vitamin C, which helps repair muscle tissue and build collagen, the stuff that keeps muscles strong and flexible. It even helps reduce inflammation, which means fewer aches after your daily walk or garden session. So if you're someone who feels tight after meals, struggles with bathroom issues, or just wants a cramp solution that doesn't come in a bottle, papaya might be your best friend. And here's the real kicker. It's not just about muscles. When your digestion improves, your sleep does too. And as you'll see later in this countdown, sleep plays a much bigger role in stopping cramps than most people think. Ready for fruit number 5? It's cool, it's juicy, and it hydrates your body in a way plain water just can't. 5. Watermelon, the hydration hero. You drink water, maybe even more now than you used to. But have you ever asked yourself, am I really staying hydrated, or just sipping out of habit? Because if you're over 60, your body might not be telling you the truth. As we age, our sense of thirst fades. That means by the time you feel thirsty, you might already be mildly dehydrated. And when that happens, your muscles are the first to suffer. That stabbing leg cramp in the middle of the night? It could be your body's desperate cry for water. Here's where watermelon comes in. It's not just a summertime treat. It's 92% water. Yes, 92. And that means every bite is doing more for your muscles than you think. But hydration is only part of the story. What makes watermelon truly special is a compound called citrulline. Ever heard of it? Citrulline helps open up your blood vessels, which improves circulation. Better blood flow means more oxygen and nutrients reaching your muscles. So if your cramps tend to come after a walk, a long sit, or even just a warm day in the sun, this is your fruit. And let's be honest, plain water doesn't always cut it. Watermelon hydrates, refreshes, and replenishes potassium too, which helps keep those electrical signals in your muscles firing the way they should. Have you ever noticed your legs feel heavier in the heat? Or that the cramps get worse when you're out and about during summer? That's not coincidence. It's water loss. And watermelon is one of the easiest ways to fight back, naturally. You don't need to down another electrolyte drink full of sugar or chemicals. A few slices of watermelon after lunch or before bed can give your body the hydration it's craving. But we're only getting started. Because fruit number 4, it's tiny, fuzzy, and absolutely packed with magnesium, the relaxation mineral your muscles have probably been missing for years. Let's talk about it. 4. Kiwi, the nighttime relaxer. You've probably passed by it 100 times at the store, that little fuzzy brown fruit sitting quietly between the apples and oranges. But what if that tiny kiwi could be one of your best weapons against leg cramps, especially the ones that hit right before bed? Here's something worth thinking about. Do your cramps tend to show up more at night when your body should be winding down? You're not alone. Many seniors experience spasms just as they're drifting off, or worse, they get jolted awake by one. But why then? What's happening in your muscles while you sleep? This is where magnesium steps in. It's known as the relaxation mineral, and for good reason. Your muscles need it to loosen, your nerves need it to stay calm, and your sleep depends on it. And kiwi? It's one of the few fruits that delivers a real dose of magnesium naturally, along with potassium and vitamin C. That's a powerful trio your muscles have been waiting for. Now let me ask, have you been taking sleep aids just to get through the night? Or do you find yourself restless, tossing and turning, only to be interrupted by pain shooting through your leg? What if the problem wasn't just poor sleep, but poor muscle recovery? Kiwi doesn't just help your muscles relax, it helps your whole system unwind. It even supports digestion with natural enzymes, making it easier for your body to absorb the nutrients you do eat. So you get more out of every bite, every meal. And the best part? It works quietly. No side effects, no drug interactions, just a small green fruit doing big things. If your bedtime routine includes a warm bath or stretching, imagine adding a kiwi to that mix. Simple, right? But powerful. Still, kiwi's not the only fruit with nighttime benefits. The next one is so common, so familiar, you've probably been underestimating it your whole life. But inside that bright peel is the key to stronger circulation, better flexibility, and yes, cramp prevention. Let's talk about oranges. Number 3. Orange, the circulation booster. You already know oranges are good for your immune system, but what if they're also the missing piece to your muscle health? It sounds strange, right? Because no one really talks about how circulation and leg cramps are connected. But if your legs often feel cold, heavy, or stiff, even when you're not doing much, that's a sign your blood flow might not be what it used to be. And poor circulation is one of the sneakiest causes of muscle cramps in older adults. Have you ever rubbed your legs after sitting too long just trying to wake them up? Or noticed that when you stand after resting, they feel like they don't want to move? That's not just aging, it's your body trying to move nutrients that aren't circulating the way they used to. Oranges are packed with vitamin C, but not just for immune support. This vitamin helps your body build and maintain collagen, the protein that gives structure to your muscles, tendons, and blood vessels. When collagen starts to break down with age, muscles lose flexibility, and blood vessels lose strength. That means less oxygen, less repair, and more cramping. So next time you peel an orange, ask yourself, is this just a snack, or am I giving my muscles the tools they need to stay strong? Because it might be doing more for you than you think. And there's another layer, hydration. Oranges carry a surprising amount of water, and that means, beyond collagen, they're helping keep your fluid levels steady. That's a big deal if you're someone who doesn't feel thirsty often, or tends to forget to drink between meals. So now the question is, if something as simple as an orange can support circulation, hydrate your muscles, and keep your tissues flexible, why not eat one a day? But we're not done yet. Because fruit number 2 is likely already sitting on your kitchen counter, and while most people know it's good for you, very few understand just how good it is for your nerves, your muscles, and your ability to bounce back after physical activity. Let's talk bananas. 2. Banana, the potassium classic. Let's be honest, you've heard bananas are good for cramps. It's probably the first thing someone tells you when you mention that sharp pain in your legs. But have you ever stopped to ask why? Or whether eating just one banana a day actually makes a difference? Here's the thing. Potassium is essential for muscle function. Your muscles can't contract or relax properly without it. And as you age, your body doesn't hold on to potassium the way it used to. That means even if you eat fairly well, your levels might still be too low, and your muscles will let you know. Have you ever noticed cramps showing up after something as simple as walking to the mailbox or spending a few hours standing in the kitchen? That's not about overexertion. That's your body running low on what it needs to keep muscles firing smoothly. A medium banana gives you about 10% of your daily potassium needs, and paired with other fruits on this list, it adds up fast. But there's more to bananas than just potassium. They're also rich in vitamin B6, which helps your nervous system communicate with your muscles. Ever feel like your legs twitch randomly at night? That weird muscle pulse that wakes you up just before the cramp hits? That could be your nerves misfiring from a lack of B6. And unlike supplements, bananas deliver nutrients in a form your body actually understands. No upset stomach, no mystery side effects. Just something soft, easy to chew, and surprisingly powerful, especially if eaten after physical activity or before bedtime. So ask yourself this. If something so simple could help stop your legs from locking up in the middle of the night, why not make it part of your routine? Still, as helpful as bananas are, they don't do much for inflammation. And if your cramps come with soreness or stiffness, especially after walking or gardening, you need something with muscle recovery superpowers. That's where fruit number 1 steps in. And chances are, you've never thought of it as a senior-friendly remedy, but you will now. Number 1. Tart Cherries, the recovery all-star. You might not think of cherries as anything more than a sweet topping or something to toss in a summer salad. But if you've ever felt sore after just a short walk, or woken up at 2 a.m. with your calf locked in a painful knot, this fruit might become your new favorite. Tart cherries, especially the darker, more sour varieties, are packed with compounds called anthocyanins. These are powerful antioxidants that reduce inflammation and oxidative stress in muscle tissue. What does that mean for you? It means less soreness, quicker recovery, and fewer cramps that seem to appear out of nowhere after doing something as simple as watering the garden. Have you ever felt like your legs are still buzzing long after you've stopped moving? That tight, almost burning sensation that doesn't go away, even with stretching? That's often inflammation, and tart cherries go to work directly on it. Some studies have even shown that athletes who drink tart cherry juice recover faster and feel less muscle pain after intense training. So imagine what it could do for your legs after a walk in the park or an afternoon of light housework. But that's not all. Cherries are also one of the few natural sources of melatonin, the hormone your body uses to regulate sleep. And if your cramps tend to strike at night, you already know how precious sleep can be. One poor night can throw off your entire day. But imagine getting to bed, staying asleep, and waking up without that familiar ache creeping down your leg. So let me ask, when was the last time you slept through the night without interruption? And what would it mean to you if a simple fruit, taken after dinner or as a bedtime snack, could help your muscles heal and let you rest? That's why Tart Cherries earn the #1 spot. They don't just soothe your muscles, they support recovery, fight inflammation, and help your body reset overnight. Now that you've seen all 6, the real question is, which one will you start with tonight? Because coming up next, I'll show you how to build a simple, cramp-fighting routine using these fruits, something you can stick with every week, without effort, pills, or worry. Ready? Let's bring it all together. So now you know. 6 everyday fruits, nothing fancy, nothing extreme, each working in their own way to help your muscles stay calm, your nerves stay steady, and your nights stay quiet. And yet, I bet part of you is still wondering, will it really make a difference? Think back to the last time you woke up clawing at your calf, or had to sit down in the middle of a walk because your leg started cramping. What were you feeling? Frustrated? Embarrassed? Just plain tired of it all? Maybe you thought, this is just what getting old looks like. But it doesn't have to be. Because now you've got a plan. One that doesn't involve another bottle of pills or expensive therapy. One that lives in your grocery cart. You could start tomorrow morning with a slice of papaya, add a few cherries after dinner, grab a banana before your afternoon walk. It's that simple. And no, this isn't a miracle fix. You won't eat a kiwi and never cramp again. But what if, over the next few days or weeks, you felt the difference? What if you started sleeping a little deeper, moving a little easier? What if you stopped fearing the moment your leg might betray you? You have more control than you think. Your muscles are still listening. They just need the right kind of help. So which fruit will you reach for first? If this video helped you feel just a little more hopeful, a little more ready to take back your nights, pass it along. Someone you know might be up right now, massaging their leg in the dark, wishing for exactly this answer. And if you're not done learning, stick around. Because in the next video, we'll talk about the foods that silently dehydrate seniors and how to fix it before the next cramp even starts. Ready for the next step? Let's keep going.